everybody, thank you very much for joining me today. Today's reading is going to be their intentions towards you. So do they want to leave, unite, get closer, hide? Who knows? Let's just see. I'm just going to pick 3 cards haphazard, see which one is the closest to your thoughts or your feelings, what you want to find out, or the one that resonates most. The first one is Forward Movement Gardens, number 1. The second one is Full Go, it's all going somewhere. And the third one is the High Priestess. So if you want to take a choice out of those 3, and we'll do a very simple spread, but try and get a lot out of it. Okay, there you go, thank you. Hi there, pile number 1. I started talking and had to stop because I hadn't thought before I started, which I never do actually, but let me go into this slowly with regards to what are their intentions towards you. There's a positive feel in this spread. There's a feeling here of somebody who is taken by you, who is naturally quite slow moving anyway, who's watching, perusing, understanding, somebody who's quite straight-laced, somebody who wouldn't lie if you asked them, somebody who feels like this has got a spark and it could run a long way. It's got an exciting feel from somebody who's slow moving. That's probably how I would summarise this one here. You're starting off with the 9 of Pentacles here, and it's crossing with the Son of Swords. So the 9 of Pentacles to me is like, if this was a person, it'd be somebody in their garage, you know, fixing things, doing something, somebody in college, working, head down, doesn't really have a lot of time to look up and assess the situation and life in general. It feels like somebody who's happy in themselves and getting on with it. Then you've got that crossed with the Son of Swords. So once again, the Son of Swords isn't an emotional card. It's a card of somebody who thinks quite straight, who knows what they want, and if you ask them, would tell you. What is that's a film, isn't it? If you ask me, I'll tell you. I don't remember what film. And the Son of Swords will tell you the truth. So it's got a very much an everyday feel. If I could put these 2 cards together, it would be a feeling here of somebody who hasn't quite acknowledged the extent of the relationship because it's just their nature. And to be honest, most people that I know are these 2 cards together. You know, some people, myself included, has thought of every possibility, probability, ups and downs, wherefores, wherehows, and this person is just functioning. There's not a lot going on with those 2 cards there initially that are worrying or surprising. It's just like, this is me, this is just is. So an everyday person, I think, who gets on with things. You've got the Hangman over here as well with regards to your person. So I don't think this person is the Hangman here, the 9 of Pentacles, is to me feels like content. It's like content and watching. It's not like somebody who's made a great decision or somebody who has decided this is the right path or that is the right path. It's just somebody who's waiting and moving slowly. You've got here the 6 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. Now these are nice cards together behind. The 6 of Cups has a feeling of memory, going back in, reassessing situations, or just a feeling of what the Welsh would say is cwtch cwtch cwtch. Is make that up. No, it's true. The Welsh say cwtch, it's like cuddle. It's like cuddling or holding somebody, and the Ace of Wands is getting something started. So if I didn't know anybody, who I probably don't know anybody who's watching this that well to know what happened, it would be somebody who had met somebody and had a very close time, but wasn't particularly an emotional person, and then was like moving on but had very good memories, is what I would be thinking here. Now as it moves on, you've got the Six of Swords, so I'm guessing there is distance between the pair of you now. Perhaps you haven't spoken for a while. The Six of Swords with this feeling behind feels more like this person may have a distant personality, doesn't need to keep in touch. It's not somebody who's passionate or, you know, that fire energy that once they've seen something they want, they really want it. It's like somebody, oh yeah, that was nice. And you have got the moving forward gardens. This spread does move forward. So the Six of Swords here is the Mother of Pentacles. This person is in no rush. Hangman, Six of Swords, Mother of Pentacles. And sometimes people with faster moving minds, more fire inside them, they could take this as an insult when the other people in the world, like those ones we just talked about, just move slowly. There's nothing, it's like if things are taken away, there's no desperation to grab onto it. It's like, well, if you're not there, perhaps we'll meet again. And people with fast minds and passions don't understand that. This is like somebody who, it feels like Taurus. I'm not saying it is Taurus, but you have got the Mother of Pentacles here as well. It feels like that. It's like, oh yeah, I like that person. Hopefully it will move in that direction. And all the Aries and the Sagittarius, like, what do you mean hopefully it might move in that direction? You've got to grab it or else it will go. This person feels like they're moving in a direction which is, they're being led by the nose, which is basically sniffing, attraction and comfort. Right, down here you're coming across as the Lovers, so you definitely have attached to this person. You see them as a potentially moving forward, and it feels quite sweet. The whole spread feels sweet. It feels like there's nothing wrong. It just feels like different personalities. Somebody who may be quite detached, but when they love, and they love in a very measured way. It does not feel passionate. It doesn't feel like your person is passionate. It's like, I love that in a person, or I want to be with that person, and why would I want any more than that type of feeling? Yeah, and you've got the Ten of Pentacles around. It's the same feeling. This person could be older. This person may have been married. This person feels like somebody who's established. And if they're not, they're that temperament that's not easily peaked or swayed. You know, it's like a Taurus feeling or a Virgo feeling or Capricorn feeling, just those earthy feelings. With a Pentacles card there, you know, and people with faster moving personalities, more passionate personalities, can often think in these situations that something's wrong. And the Son of Swords can overanalyze things, you know, like a Gemini or maybe Libra, maybe not, Aquarius maybe. They can overanalyze it, and they've thought of every good point, bad point, you know, in the first 5 minutes, because there's lots of thinking, because they like to understand things. But this person is. It's like, why would you ask me? And if you did ask me, I'd tell you, type of feeling in this pile. Right, why are you asking this? Because something practical has started. The Daughter of Pentacles feels like there's something between the pair of you that is lit with a possibility, an attraction that is an everyday situation. To me, it feels like on the surface you're looking at each other and it's measured, and there's kindness, and there's like swapping of information or something given, like a service, yeah, but it's got something underneath it where you're both aware of what's going on. But this, you're probably jumping ahead and wondering, your person is very much so, if they were pulled aside and said, what do you think of so and so, what a nice girl, what a nice boy, what a nice, you know, whatever. Yeah, I don't really know the different ones, but nice person, a good person. And then this has been left at the end with a tip top of cream of the Magician, which to me, there is possibility in this to move forward. So their intentions towards you is like, they think it's opening up. You feel like you're full of curiosity, wanting to know. And the Chariot card is quite a passionate nature. If you're coming across as the Chariot, they're coming across as the Hangman. The Chariot card is what's next? What did they think? You know, when will I see them again? And the Hangman is, okay, that was nice. So there's lots of different feelings going on here, but nothing in this spread feels untoward or if it's on the wrong track. It feels as if it's ending in the Magician card. It's got a chance to develop into something maybe different from what you expect with the Magician. You know, and there is also that feeling of the Magician that half of it is there for the making. And what do you want from this person? Let's layer some of these and see if we can get some more information out. So what questions would I have? How will you, let's just put some of the Magician. How will you know if this person is moving towards you? They will be the same. This person doesn't feel like they're driven by passions. If you're getting the Four of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles here, and you've got the Daughter of Pentacles here with the Ace of Wands, when this person's like lit up with regards to moving towards somebody, they're not silly. They're not somebody who gets giddy. And, you know, there is that earthy feeling here of somebody who possibly just does what they're thinking and does it without overthinking it. You have got the Hangman here. There's a feeling here that came into my mind. I was on the beach probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and the house that I'm in now, I think I might have said this before, the gentleman who is the son of the person who owned this house, who was actually my cookery teacher, came to sit with us. Didn't know him. Very earthy, you know, thick legs, thick hands, very slow talking, very comfortable to talk to. There's something almost that you can sink into earthy people and they make everything feel all right. And we were just on the beach and he stayed to talk to me for about 4 or 5 hours. We didn't actually say much. He was just really comfy in himself. There was no need to push forward. It was just an ease, which, you know, is really sexy and really nice, I think so. And I haven't got much earth in me whatsoever. So your person feels as if they could be handling this situation in a very sort of relaxed way. You've got the Hangman, you've got the Four of Wands, and you've got the Seven of Pentacles here. And the Magician card is this person's moving forward in their own way. There's no rush. They're very happy in themselves. To me, this feels like they think, but not too much. They're very grounded in themselves. Oh, hold on. Yeah, when I'm saying they think they're not too much, I'm looking at the Nine of Pentacles. You know, the Pentacles cards are busy being themselves in their own arena. And then you've got here, and then I spotted the Hangman. I thought, well, maybe that's not so. So I put the Queen of Cups over it. This person finds you attractive. This person would be wondering why you're questioning yourself. It's like they're attracted to you. And there was a strong feeling, the Six of Swords as well up here gave me exactly that feeling too. It's like, well, why rush type of feeling. And if you have got this earthy feeling here, which is coming out of this pile a little bit, you're coming across as the Chariot, as in like, let's get moving. Let's, you know, tell me where I sit, what's going. And then you've got the Mother of Pentacles here. It's attraction that is just accepted and sat on. It's not as if there's no movement forward. You've got the Six of Swords and the Magician here. It's just there's no rush with this person. Oh, bless. This feels like, if I could put this into kids in school, it feels like somebody who, your person feels like somebody with the Hangman, the King of Cups, over the Mother of Pentacles, somebody who is quite stable in themselves. It has got a bit of an earthy feel, somebody who moves quite slowly. When they attach, and they don't really understand when a tie is broken. And I feel that you're asking questions more from what I would guess is a fiery or airy point of view. Like, what's next? What's coming next? And this person as well, why are you rushing me? What is the rush? Very much that man who sat next to him on the beach and didn't move. And I was like, oh my gosh, because it's unusual, I think, to sit with somebody for 4 or 5 hours. And there was no attraction between the pair of us. We didn't really know each other that way. He was just really comfy. And we spoke like every, I don't know, every half an hour. It was really strange, but nice. It wouldn't surprise me whether there's something between the pair of you where you can articulate your thoughts in some way, where you're probably the one that starts the conversation, but there's a feeling here that the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords. Okay, this person may be quite guarded with most people, but there's a flow between the pair of you is how I would interpret that, because that would be blocking something. That would be passion or moving forward in life, and the Knight of Swords would be articulating or sharing the same thoughts. And the Knights move. So this person, I guess, talks to you or is open with you more than they are with other people. It feels like you are worrying. To me, I would say their intentions towards you, if you're worrying about this, we know the Six of Swords could be, it feels to me as if it's more in your head than in their head, and they're just who they are. There's a Taurusy feeling in this. There could also be, with the Page of Cups and the Six of Swords and this card here, which is actually the Five of Cups, a situation where you've connected and moved on, or you've connected and not been able to see each other again, so you're wondering what they're going to do next. Are you going to get together? Are you going to, you know, is this person on a move out or moving out, sorry. Another feeling here, if you are a lady with kids, that this person is not perturbed by that. It's not something that I don't get the feeling in this whole spread. It feels like, to me, it feels like a Taurusy type of spread. Somebody that's not easily overstimulated, or it's difficult to get a rise out of this person, to rush them. They're content with the situation. They're content with you. They're moving slowly. There's a quote I keep thinking, if you'd asked me, I'll tell you. And I know it's off some sort of mafia film, no doubt. Something like that. If you asked me, I'd tell you. I can't remember. That's what came to mind when I was looking at this. It's like they haven't told you because they just are being themselves. It feels like somebody who's difficult to poke. You know, like poking the bows really hard in this one. It feels like they're very steady in themselves, and sometimes you can question yourselves with regards to where you sit with them. But there's also a feeling here that Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, of children involved, maybe. Yeah, children involved, or one of you may be a single parent, or you may have kids. And with the Magician card with that and the Ten of Pentacles, it's very possible. It could be them. I don't think at all that would be a problem. Right, I can't put more cards out. I'm going to get lost. Ten of Pentacles twice for them. So they could already have a family. They could be... This doesn't feel like somebody who has a family and is thinking of a rampant affair. This feels like somebody who has a family who's attracted to you, and unless one situation is ended, they wouldn't move on to the other. There's too many pentacle cards in here. There's too much steadiness in this. This isn't somebody like with fire or the curiosity of air, or, you know, that sort of excited, cheeky, naughty bit. This is more like somebody who's attracted to you and steadily moving towards you. It's not fast enough for you. And holds a candle for you, I would guess, here with the Six of Cups and the Ace of Wands here. And once they've decided that they like somebody, they like them, they're not easily put off. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here. And you've got these cards here. And I'm thinking, why do they hold a candle for you? Because they've decided that they do. It's in their mind. They know it. That's it. Yeah, and you've got the Hangman with the Queen of Cups here. So I'm going to start summing this up, pile number one, with regards to their intentions towards you. This feels like somebody who moves steadily, who once they're attached, and they've decided that they like you. You are in their I like that person box. And this type of person feels like once you're in the box, they don't pick you out again and put you somewhere else very easily. There is a feeling here that you are a smooth-natured person, somebody who's kind, somebody who's gentle, somebody who they can identify with. There is distance in this, because you've got the Six of Swords, the Page of Cups with that lost card over the top, but there's still something left. So I feel that through life circumstances, maybe this situation is separated. It's not as close as it was, but you've got here the Mother of Pentacles, the King of Cups. It feels like somebody who's not neurotic, your person. You know, and sometimes you get, especially the people that come for questions, you know, they normally think fast, they normally want to know the answers. Your person feels like a slow mover, and you're like asking, well, I haven't heard from them for a while, and it's like, okay, this person's fine. They just who they are. Has a Taurian feel about it. You've come across as the Lovers here. Oh, bless you. You've come across as the Lovers and the Two of Cups, so you've really attached to this person. This person's a steady person, not easily nudged. There is a very strong earthy feeling about this person. I know you've got other cards here, but the overall spread feels like earth and steady and immovable. And in amongst this, the time spent with this person basically moving very slowly like a tortoise from A to B, you've had every thought and emotion possible in this. Not that you are somebody, not neurotic. There's not neurotic feeling here of somebody like, oh, what's happening? It's more a case of, I wonder between A and B. And this person is like, I'm just here. I'm fine. But I do feel that their intention towards you is not to move fast. But with the Magician card, this is all open for grabs. Or up for grabs, sorry. With the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords and the Magician at the end, there's a feeling here, if families are involved, that this could be slow moving. So if this person is with somebody else, you're with somebody else, or there are children involved, that may just be the situation. Don't feel there's a lot to read behind that, but more a case of, because it's got the Seven of Pentacles at the end, it's slow moving. This person's not in a rush. You've got forward moving gardens here. This feels to me, in my heart, like a nice spread of somebody that's not easily pushed or overexcited, somebody who's attracted to you. There's some distance at the moment, everyday sort of situations. You know, it could even be a little argument, but to me, it doesn't feel like a problem. It feels like somebody who doesn't hold grudges, somebody who's kind and gentle and slow moving. As I was saying, there's a Virgo Taurian feel in this, where if they've decided it, they've made their decision, and even if something has happened, once they've decided, they sort of attach quite easily, and they will still move forward, but space is needed at times with these cards. I don't know if that's what's happened. Their intentions towards you are to unite, but there's no rush. I feel that they have left, or there is distance between you with these cards here, and it feels quite sad, and it feels that there could even be children involved with the Page of Cups here. But you've got the Mother of Pentacles and the King of Cups here. It's like mum and dad making a decision that's best for all, and that is not childish. Imagine that. And the Magician at the end is moving forward, and you've got cards here of, you're coming across as being very much invested in this with the Lovers and the Two of Cups. It's like you found your other half, and you believe that person, you know, will fit really well into your life, and they're coming across as the Ten of Pentacles twice here. So I think it's both the same, but your person is probably slow moving, kind, steady, slow moving. There is a hint here of circumstances possibly playing a part in this, where you may have like different lifestyles, or one's in college, one's got kids, that, you know, that type of feeling, or one's married possibly here, and the other person isn't, and it's got that feeling here. But there's a feeling in this whole spread of kindness, of steady, of caring, of if there's distance, it's not like there's a big problem between that distance. It feels like two people who don't hold grudges, two people who wouldn't like to hurt anybody. There is potential in this relationship to move forward. There's kindness, there's sweetness in this. There does feel that there could be some distance, as in, it doesn't feel so much like an argument. It feels like life circumstances have perhaps tripped up and there's been a little separation in some way, you know, like, I don't know, to put it into different age groups maybe. Somebody's gone off to college, or somebody's work has taken them one way, or there has been a small argument that's not a great big, because these cards here are lovely, but these cards here perhaps show separation. But the Magician card is, this is up for grabs. There is a chance to unite if there is separation here, because you're ending the Magician card. And it's steady. It won't be like a declaration where somebody throws open the door and pins you to the floor and smothers you in kisses. It'd be more a case of you'll meet again and it will grow, because you've got the Seven of Pentacles here, which is a slow grower, and there are other people involved in this. Let me just get one card for advice for you. King of Cups, be the big kind. Oh, you got the King of Cups twice there. So I think you're both naturally kind, sweet, caring people. To me, if I could guess what was going on under here with the Queen of Swords and the Page of Swords, there could be family involved in this one. You know, one of you may have children. This is just guessing, it won't be for everybody, but it's like two people who are good people that are attracted to each other, and circumstances have slightly, or even a slight argument, has split apart. This person would be upset if they thought that you were angry with them, or that you felt differently, but they can understand that life sometimes doesn't always, the tracks don't always go in the same direction. Sometimes they don't actually do this, but they separate. They don't really, but that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes things get pulled apart, and there's no need to you know, I think when you're young and you're very volatile, I still am, when you're young and you're quite volatile, and when somebody slights you and it's like you know, it's like heightened, and then when you get on, you're like, okay, that's fine. It feels like this person would be shocked if you were slighted, or you were heightened in this situation where you thought, oh my God, that's, you know, that didn't work well. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to leave that there, pile number one. I'm going to suss up their intentions towards you. Suss up, what is that? What is suss up? I'm going to try and suss the whole pile. Their intentions towards you are to move towards you slowly. Their intentions are loving, they are kind, they are mature. This person feels an attachment to you. They are probably very slow moving, very controlled, not neurotic, not at all neurotic here. This isn't somebody who thinks really fast and has thought a bad situation and then questioned that 10 times. This person feels like a Taurian type of feeling here. You know, somebody, or Virgo maybe less so, more Taurian. Somebody who holds attraction and affection and has a plan that will develop, not in a very sort of, I planned this. It's like, okay, hopefully we'll meet again. This will happen. There is a possibility. You're the Chariot card here. You're probably coming across as more forceful with regards to how you want this situation to move. There is a hiccup here, but with the Mother of Pentacles and the King of Cups twice, there's a lot of love between the pair of you that is steady. It's not easily to poke a Taurian to move. This is what this feels like. Or a Cancer. This is what this feels like. It feels like it's got potential to move in a way that you would like it to, but it will be slow. Do they want to unite? It's like they haven't really taken the separation as seriously as you, I would say here. They got the Ten of Pentacles here, and this wouldn't really bother them that much. It's a case of, okay, this person's probably very much into their everyday life too. It's not a case of somebody who rolls around on the bed hyperventilating over past relationships. This will be somebody who, we'll meet again and we can get it moving type of feeling. Everything will be fine. There is a feeling here of children involved, and there's also a feeling here of... No, I'm not going to say that. There's a feeling here of maturity in some way between the pair of you. You know, even if you're young, it's like you both know the situation. You're more passionate than them. They're more slower moving, but you both love quite big, quite slowly and quite securely. But something has hiccuped this. But I do think their intentions towards you are good. They're not neurotic, they're slow moving, they're kind, they're gentle. They feel that this can get moving. You may be a little bit more heightened with regards to wanting to know the end result. But this person is like, you'll meet again and it will take off again, I think. Okay, I'm going to go there. I'm going to leave you pile number 1. Thanks very much for sharing your time with me. Bye-bye. Well, this, I haven't even put the cards away, pile number 2. You've got the Full Go card. This feels like crushy energy. Somebody who's got the hots for you in a very sort of sweet way, but a quite determined sort of way here. They're not really sure what to do with it, but this is what it feels like. You've got the 10 of water here, so I'm thinking as regards to your person, this could be a group situation where you've shared time in a group. Yeah, like a group situation type of thing. There's a feeling here that you could have moved around with a group of friends and developed feelings for each other, or that you see each other, lots of other people around. This is me finding different ways to explain a group, but you know what I mean. Let me show you the picture. There you go. You're coming across as the 3 of water. Which of those is you? That feeling, the 3 of water is a lovely card of, I'm going to say it's like a camaraderie type of feeling about it. It's like sharing feelings and enjoying it, and it's all open and it's all fun. So you could have met in social situations, or your main meeting ground maybe with other people, but it feels like it's easy flowing, easy going, and playful is what I would say from those 2 cards there, with sweetness there between the pair of you. Like a connection where you're kind to each other, but there's a bit of a twinkle in your eye. The 6 of Pentacles here and the Hangman. So it could be a work situation. You could know each other through work. This person, the 6 of Pentacles, can sometimes feel a little bit like one's above the other. So it could be somebody, you could be the employee, they could be the employer. Well, that type of dynamic there. The Hangman crossing that, with these lovely feelings here and this work situation feeling, the Hangman, on top of that, has a feeling of it started but it hasn't got any further. But I haven't looked at the rest of the spread yet. Let me keep going. 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords behind. It hasn't got any further. The 6 of Swords is, I was going to say searching there, because there's movement across the water, isn't there? Emotional searching. And that's just like holding your swords in the boat. So there's a feeling holding your swords in the boat. That's like tiptoeing, searching. It's like you're holding on to your thoughts. You're moving forward emotionally, possibly because you're in the water. And this is water here. And you're playing with water here. Your person still waters, you're naughty. And you're both in the boat. You're both in the boat, and the 2 of Pentacles is this situation may have been going on for quite a while. So what I've got in my head with regards to the backdrop and your cards here are like 2 people that know each other in a situation. There's a feeling of playfulness, especially coming from you. It feels like poking the bear type of feeling, but your person enjoys it. So you could actually rib each other, or just have fun with each other in some way. It feels childlike. It feels sweet. It feels like a kind attraction here that is maybe uneven. This person could be in a position that's higher than you, maybe a boss, or with the Pentacles card, it could be a work situation or somebody in the shop. It doesn't have to be totally uneven in a way like that, but it could. The 6 of Pentacles is always somebody, don't take this the wrong way, on the knees. And that's what I think of when I think of the 6 of Pentacles, even though it's a situation that's shared. I'm going to move on. The Ace of Cups here and the 4 of Pentacles with regards to their intentions towards you and moving forward. It's like they're feeling it, but they're holding on to it. The Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful card for, when that feeling, and you can feel your heart growing. Have you ever felt that? It's a really weird feeling to have. I'm thinking it's quite easy when you've got kids, especially when the kids are young and you see them, you can physically feel your energy in your heart. That is what people feel like when they fall in love too. And there are people that can see this, I'm sure. Your whole colours will be changing around your chest. So I guess this feeling just feels like this person feels like they've fallen for you. But the Ten of Water is not a fast moving card. It's a card of attraction and emotion and connection. And the Four of Pentacles is holding on to that. And the Hangman, this person is not quick to reveal their feelings. You've got the go card up there, but I think with you coming across with that picture, it's you that's on the go. It feels like somebody Pisces, Cancer maybe. It's very sweet for Scorpio. I'm not saying Scorpio aren't sweet, but there'll be a lot more rumbling under here. This has got a sweet feeling of somebody who's watching you while you walk away with little wrinkles, little crinkles at the side of their eye and a smile on their face, and other people taking the mickey out of them. It's got that feeling like, oh, stop watching her, stop watching him. That type. And they just smile and shrug. It's not like they would defend and say, oh no, hold on, you got your hand there. It's more like, yeah, I like them, what's wrong with that type of feeling? But there's a reason here that there's slow moving Four of Pentacles, their intentions towards you. You don't really want the Four of Pentacles with intentions, especially when it's got all this sweetness behind it and this connection. It's like a frog stuck there, it's like his little feet are glued to the lily pads. Yeah, there's something going on here. I don't know yet. I'm going to leave that there. But there's indecisiveness. There's somebody who's stuck. Not through lack of wanting, because they're coming across as the Magician card here. Do you know what this feels like? It feels like a work. It might not be, but it might be a work connection. When there's lots of people watching and you really develop a very sweet feeling to each other, and you rib each other and you joke with each other, and it feels a bit like the American Office with those two, the lady on the desk and the tall guy. He's quite attractive, and he's married to another attractive, I don't know his name, the tall young guy, and they fall in love. This is what it feels like. It feels like people could be ribbing you two after you've spoken, and people are saying, oh my gosh, I can see what's going on. And the Magician card is like that tall guy. What is his name? He's in A Quiet Place, is it? Yeah, it could be. That film where they get attacked by things, and it's a good film. They get attacked by things in the garden. And they have to keep quiet. I think it is a good film. I think he might be married to the lady in that. Anyway, the Magician card here with regards to them is this person feels a connection towards you, and it feels really innocent and sweet, and they just sort of light up. Doesn't feel like embarrassment here. When some people fall for people, especially the stronger nature, they strong love nature, they feel like they're going to get tripped up or hurt, so they can almost pull back a bit. This feels like sweet and innocent and open and kind. And with the Magician card, this person wants more, but you are ending up in the Seven of Pentacles where it needs some direction, and I don't know why you're not getting that. I will sift through it and answer the question. Now, Daughter of Pentacles and the Six of Swords. Why are you coming for this reading? To me, feels like a circumstance has started, and it's the Six of Swords. It's either ended. Hold on. Six of Swords. I've got to shut my eyes. It's like mental adjustment with in a physical situation, in a situation that started, that's kind, that's there. There's connection with this person, and it's almost waiting. There's a feeling here of waiting. I don't know. I don't know. If I could picture this and I put it into that scenario I said with the American version of The Office, it's like you work together, you're watching each other, there's something really sweet between the pair, like between those two people, but then it just doesn't go any further because you can't, for some reason, with the heartache card there, or the Three of Swords. And then so what's going on are still sweet feelings, but it feels as if this doesn't keep moving, it can almost be one of those sweet feelings that are like soup loop that you just sit in and it doesn't get moving any further, because the Seven of Pentacles at the end and this sort of trippy up and a very stable card here. So their intentions towards you, I think they need to strengthen their intentions because they're very attracted to you. And they want to be with you. It feels like somebody that smiles when you come into the room, or somebody when your name's mentioned, they get a silly grin on their face and their friends start ribbing them. But with regards to moving forward, it needs a direction, I would say here. It feels like you play with them. It feels like you make jokes with them, and it feels that they like it, but they're probably a little bit slower on the uptake than you, and they're not so, they don't kid around as much as you. You know what's going on in this situation already. You both know what's going on in this situation already. This isn't a case of, you know, two people in a relationship that are watching and waiting to see how it tumbles. You are two people that know what's going on. And there are choices there for other reasons. Your hands, somebody in this relationship has got their hands tied, if not both of you. There is a reason that this is sweet and slow moving, but then I'm not getting answers at the end. And one of you may not be able to move forward in this because you've got the Four of Pentacles, which is stability with a heartache. It's almost like you are, if that were a frog and this were a pin, it's like you're pinned into the ground and you can't move any forward. And the Pentacles are very earthy. You know, they can be very steady. Then you've got a wishy-washy card at the end with a hands tied card here. So their intentions towards you are difficult, not through their own thoughts or their own mind or what decisions they've come to. It's got to have something practical behind this that is causing the attraction to not move forward, because it's not through lack of wanting. In fact, you're coming across as a lot drier than them. You can't decide. You can't decide. This feels like it's you. Why are you not sure? I don't know. Why you're not sure to me would be that you don't know whether this person's playing with you, even though through their actions they are very forthright, very open, but you may need they play with you and you're not sure whether they're actually playing or whether it's like rolling out the carpet, an emotional carpet, is something else to come. And you don't know whether to take it seriously or not, maybe. There's a strong feeling that the person you're attracted to is very attractive. There's a feeling here of somebody that is, I'm thinking the word chutzpah, I don't even know what it is, but is full of it. It's full of playfulness and full of kindness, and you don't meet people like this very often in life. They know who they are in this world. There's a kindness there, there's an ease there. This person, I don't feel, would hurt somebody. You've both fallen for each other. I get a feeling, I don't know what it is, there's complications in this because I can't see, it feels like young love in some way, where you meet somebody and you both want to move forward. But you've got cards here of my hands are tied and I don't know what decision to make at the end. So this is where I'm actually can't really answer the question for their intentions towards you, because it feels like there's something else going on in here that I don't know. And you've got the Hangman here too. Your person feels like somebody with twinkly eyes who plays with life and is very sort of relaxed in themselves. Somebody whose mum probably loved them very much, and they can play with people, but they're kind. There's things going on in this relationship that possibly could be to do with a tight protocol. I don't know what that means. You know, like perhaps there's affection you can't show each other here, and you're like a romance that You can't live out in front of people, maybe a work romance, that there could be, there's complications here that don't stop you expressing your feelings, because I think you both know exactly what you feel for each other, and it feels like kindness and somebody that you wouldn't hurt each other. But there's something in the edge of this that almost stops it out when it gets to a certain level. It's not like young love when you're 14 and 15, you meet somebody and you get on this well and it just carries on because neither of you've got attachments. This feels like there's some protocol or relationship maybe at the background of this. And you two are like two kids that meet and you play with each other and it feels lovely. And it feels like it can go somewhere, but you've got the Seven of Cups. It's a weird card to have at the end with this card here of somebody who's very attractive but has to stop at a certain point of playfulness, if that makes sense. This is what it feels like. It won't be this. But I suppose it's going back to situations when I was younger. Let's just say you're in school and the school hunk has got... There's always one, isn't there? The school hunk has got a girlfriend and she's lovely, she's lovely, that type of thing, but the school hunk's flirting with you and you get on really well, and the school hunk is slowly realizing that the connection with you is stronger than his girlfriend, and you find him or her really easy to talk to. You can get hunky ladies. You know what I mean by that. There's a school, the person that everybody finds attractive, and there's something between the pair of you that is electric and not discussed, and you both feel it and people can smell it, and it feels like it's tumbling away. But at the end of this person is you're both good people and in relationships and feel that you can't pass the ring past me not, or whatever it is. So there's something stopping this and pulling it back, although if this were a romantic film, it would be about you two, and the other person, if there is somebody else involved, would be the sideline. All right, let me start answering the questions. So their intentions towards you are strong, kind, sweet, playful, and there's a very sexy feel behind this one. There's a feeling here that of being blocked, and this, you both knowing it, but there's such strong attraction in this. And their desire is to move this forward, but to be honest, it feels like not through lack of wanting, but through lack of initiating the next step, that this is on shaky ground with regards to moving forward here, because the Seven of Cups is like, well, what do I choose? Where do I go? My hands are tied. And the Queen of Swords, and this is like, it's moving. The relationship, this person may be easy to talk to. You may be in a very practical situation where you can tell each other the truth, but there's a feeling here because of the lovely playful feeling in this whole pile that you don't want to lose that if the truth is known. And I feel that somebody perhaps could be taken in this already, or it's difficult to move on to the next level, but it doesn't stop you playing. So, this is a difficult one to sum up. Their intentions towards you are not to lose you, to carry on, for this to develop slowly. Their intentions towards you, this person's fallen for you big time. They want to see more of you. They want to play with you. And I think that you have got a playful personality, and it feels like somebody who sits there and smiles and watches you while you're playing with them, and it just feels lovely. This person wants to get this moving, but there's definitely something here. And this feels like a lot of eyes are on this person. So I don't know whether it's just the fact that they come across as very attractive, or whether they hold a position where they can't move, or people know of their relationship with somebody else. But this one's still up in the air, but it feels like it's the Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords here. It's like this is up in the air. It could go either way, but it's not easy to choose a direction because you're both almost tethered. You get the feeling here of, you haven't even got the Chariot card, of two horses that have got reins around them and they're almost pulled back, but they're still allowed to talk to each other or play with each other. But it's like as soon as it gets that close, something gets pulled back. you're allowed to work together, you're allowed to be together, but there's a playfulness that almost like ends, and I don't know why. Let me just see if I can find out more about that. Not that it ends between the pair of you, but it ends as in like there's got to be a line that's not crossed. It may be a relationship where you can't have each other. Maybe there's complications in this, because you've got the Five of Pentacles here, which is normally being shut out of something, and the Strength card here to me feels like, I'm going to say rumbling gonads, which is, I think I'm going to leave it at that. It does feel like rumbling gonads that aren't quite expressed, and that's a polite way to put that, but that's what it feels like. It feels like attraction that is has a protocol, or I don't know what the word is, but is cut off for some reason. Maybe how it looks like in the workplace. One of you may have a relationship already, or it's just in the, it feels like, I don't feel like it's at beginning stages. If it is at the beginning stages, it's like two people that have met each other and feel that they knew each other from the moment that they saw each other, because there's ease in this connection here. It feels like you could work alongside each other, or when you see each other, you're very expressive, very warm towards each other. But then it like stops, because it's like, you can't pass this, ring past me not. But it's a lovely pile. The outside circumstances may play a position of stopping it. So you actually want to know what their intentions are towards you. I don't think this person would like you to go out of their life. This person wants to carry this on and nurture it and play with you in a way that isn't using somebody, but you're both at the same you're at the same rung of the ladder, where you feel like you want to step it up a bit, but neither of you can, because there's something that is in the way. Not through lack of intention or lack of feeling. There's a very sort of sweet, naughty feeling about you, and a very steady feeling about them, which intrigues them. There's a strong feeling of physical attraction in this, but with the Five of Pentacles, it is normally shut out of a situation, and there's that feeling that you can't push this any further at the moment, but this would be a relationship that with their intentions towards you, they would not want to lose. I feel that this needs more time. I feel that even if this person is retracted from you, I still feel that you know that they like you and they're not afraid to express it. Your person feels like there's a warmth in this pile with regards to your person's feelings towards you. And then it's a mature feeling of they wouldn't want to hurt you. They feel it and they let you know it without hiding it. This doesn't have hang-ups in it, this pile. I know you've got here the Four of Pentacles and crossed here, but you've got like a hang-up has got the King of Wands. This person will tell you the truth of where you sit. It just feels like life circumstances keeps this person from fulfilling their intentions towards you, rather than lack of love or lack of feeling. This feels lovely. Deep down in my chest, this spread feels lovely. But life leads us down merry paths that sometimes we find it difficult to cross to the other side. And that's what this pile feels like. Really sweet connection. It has, if you're thinking past lives, this would be like people who had, this may sound a bit weird, but had crossed between brothers and sisters and lovers, where there was this is like past lives, not in all one life, just making sure that's clear, where there was a real feeling of kindness in one lifetime. I'm trying to split this up between lifetimes so it doesn't sound weird, but kindness in one lifetime and looking after each other, that in another lifetime in totally different bodies, I'm making sure this is clear, that love went further, and you could have been married, and it just is a feeling of sweetness and not easily taking the hump. It's like you both know what situation you're in. You both got really nice feelings towards each other, and it's just life circumstances that have sort of drawn a line in the progression of this that neither of you hold against each other. It feels mature and it feels extremely loving. Okay, I'm going to leave that there, pile number 2. Pile number 2. Thank you very much for spending your time with me, and bye. Got a pile number 3. I haven't actually thought about this pile yet. I'm just going to start talking. This has got a lovely, warm, passionate feel about it with regards to their intentions towards you. It's probably the clearest pile with regards to their intentions, as you're more likely to know their intentions very quickly. And it feels like fire, but it doesn't feel like aggressive fire. I don't know what that means, but it feels like warmth, and it feels like somebody who's quite expressive coming towards you in a way that is going to give you freedom and is going to give you what I would say is a feeling of passion, but not from a one night stand type of feeling with the Strength card here. It feels, I don't know, you've got the 3 of Cups at the end. You may get more than you're bargaining for. I'm just joking. They're very much, well, I've got to have to say it, there could be a chance of other people being involved in this passion. It may just only apply to 1 or 2, but to me, the whole pile feels beautiful. Your person's coming across as the Lovers card here. So that is the Lovers. The Lovers is a weird card, I always think. For some reason, in my mind, the 2 of Cups feels more concrete. The Lovers card. I'm just going to leave that there for the moment. I'm just thinking to myself there. And you're coming across as the Daughter of Fire. So there is a feeling here that your person may be more experienced than you if you're coming across as the Daughter of Fire. Or they may actually be more. There is a feeling in this, there's a lot of fire in this, that your person's quite passionate, got quite a passionate nature, maybe a strong sex drive is probably what I'm thinking here. You're the Daughter of Fire here. You could be less experienced than them, or just at the beginning of your feelings unraveling. They may have had lots of lovers in the past. This is quite a passionate person. And I feel that this Father of Swords here is you rather than them. I feel that because of it's a lot to do with the cards as well as the pictures that I get in my head. With the Daughter of Fire here, it's like you're working on it. You're still thinking. Your person isn't thinking. Although they're in control of their passion, it's like it's still moving forward in a way that, why would you stop it and question it type of way when it's moving? It's like watching a river rather than being in it. I don't know what that means. Daughter of Wands here. Yeah, that didn't make sense, did it? I suppose what I was trying to say is that your person's aware of their passions and their feelings towards you, but they're happy with the movement forward. That's probably what I meant there. Daughter of Wands here. This relationship, I think, is already moving. I think you both know what's going on. It feels like you're both very open, it feels like generous spirits in this one. People who share very easily with others. People that just generally big hearts, big people. Then you've got the 10 of Pentacles and the Fool behind. You may have known the 10 of Pentacles there. My first thoughts are lots of different thoughts. So see if any of this applies. 10 of Pentacles, have you actually shared a table with each other in a group situation with the 10 of Pentacles there, like a wedding or a conference, and that's where the relationship has begun to flourish in some way. With the Fool card there, there's a giddiness coming from both of you that you could actually... I don't know your circumstances here, but the High Priestess makes me think there is something going on underneath the surface. You are both passionate enough and giddy enough to sacrifice something that's established as well with these two together, whether it's a work situation or a relationship that you're both in, or security in some way, because a feeling between the pair of you is extremely strong. Don't often get spreads like this. I haven't had a spread like this for a while that feels like Cathy and Heathcliff type of feeling. It's like two little devils, not in that way, but in a way that you're very passionate and you like to run with it, and because life feels like it's being lived when you are in that mode of thought and feeling. Now, the Ten of Cups says that you're not going to stop. It does. It feels like that. It feels like when you two are feeling something, you don't care who's watching with the Ten of Cups here. You're not one to hide it. It doesn't feel like subtlety. It feels like kids, two kids that are playing together, and when you're playing, nobody else is around. And the Strength card there, to me, it feels like you could have already played together with regards to attraction. And, you know, the Strength card there is normally holding back your physicality or your physical expression, but with the feeling in this pile, there's a lot of heat in this. It wouldn't surprise me whether you're already lovers. This to me is a fiery pile of fun, that where you would shove two fingers up to anybody that said slow down. To me, it's got a rebellious, warm feeling about it. Something really naughty and funny about this. And you are, my lord, you two, I think, are you're people who make your own paths. You're not people who listen to anybody else. You probably hold positions in work where you have responsibility and you don't mind taking it on. There's a feeling here you're not one to balk at decisions or, as I said, responsibility. It's like there's a fire inside you, there's a passion inside you that changes worlds. And it is like Catherine Heathcliff. It's like somebody who, you've got the Emperor card here. One of you may hold a position, and I thought this when I was looking at the Ten of Pentacles, where you are the boss in some way, or whether there's a feeling here of people that change worlds in this pile. And it isn't just, you know, lovers. It feels like you have positions where you make an impact. There's confidence in this pile where you make an impact in reality. So it doesn't have to be just a work situation, but there's a confidence, there's a chutzpah. What is that? But that is the word that came to mind there in this pile, which is, I love it. There's a feeling of excitement and somebody who is pushing boundaries, and your reality is there for the making, and you know it. It's got almost an otherworldly feel to it. It makes making my legs tingle. And the Three of Cups here, it has a sweetness to it. You don't actually want to hurt anybody with regards to getting your own reality, the pair of you. This is not answering your question, I know, but it's such it's such an interesting pile to me. My gosh, this has got a feeling of I'm going to say Aleister Crowley, because that was the first person that came to mind. The reason that I'm saying that is that he mucked around with things, didn't he? Wasn't he ostracised to Sicily? I think he was, where he had Thelema, is it? I'm thinking he had, basically he was a naughty boy, really. He I don't really know what he got up to, but he was playful. Was he Leo? Because I bet he was. There's a feeling here he was. There's a feeling of playfulness and warmth, but pushing boundaries in this group here. And it feels to me really exciting. It feels warm and it feels passionate. So their intentions towards you are, to me, this has got intentions like, I take what I want from the world and nobody else will tell me what my reality is going to be. This has got something else going on here. And my intentions towards you, this person thinks for himself. It's got an Aries Leo feel of confidence, of somebody that makes their own reality and doesn't look anywhere else. This person has got big intentions towards you. It feels like Catherine Heathcliff. It feels like there's fire between the pair of you. I would be very surprised if you haven't already, I'm going to put this in a very polite way that my mum would say, consummated this relationship, because I don't feel that you look to anybody else, you or the other person, for approval. It feels like you make your own reality. You've got the Sun card down here for you and the Magician card for them. Oh, I love this pile. And the Wheel of Fortune for you. Okay, this is almost like out of the boundaries of tarot reading. It's almost a feeling here of you make your own realities, the pair of you. You don't look for, you look out of interest but not for guidance. Page of Pentacles. It just has, this has got a really different feeling to it. It feels exciting to me, and I can't really express it, but let me just try and answer the question so I don't get too flamboyant. There's also a feeling here which may be unusual, but I'm going to stick it in because I'm thinking about it. With the High Priestess and the Three of Cups here, there's that feeling of slippery sexuality, which is because you make your own rules in this pile here. With the High Priestess and Three of Cups, you know, there could be, I don't know how to put it into words without going into too much detail, but you make your own rules with regards to sex. It's not a case of that, yeah, that's it. You make your own rules with regards to sex. Sex, gender, the amount of people. It's a very open pile, this one. It's a very much I make my own reality pile here. It's very exciting. It's very strong. It's very warm. It's very passionate pile here. There is a feeling, which I must say, because you have got the High Priestess here, amidst a feeling of listening to nobody but yourself, both of you, and in a good way, as in you make your own reality, of strong occult practices going on here, maybe to do with sexuality. You don't, one or both of you in this relationship, probably similar nature is what I'm picking up here, they're stronger. This person could be somebody who the average person may find quite frightening in some way, but you find intriguing. Your person feels like something else. The Emperor, the High Priestess twice, the connection between the pair of you, the Magician for them, and Page of Pentacles. There's a little warning here, the Page of Pentacles, meaning that it's beginning. They may not have unleashed their full reality here. If your person is interested in the occult, and I can't imagine many people are, when they're asking for the other person, it's normally the person I'm reading that is more so that way inclined. But there's a feeling here they don't have to be there with their magician gown on. This person knows how to make society, life work for them in a way that they may not think is magical, or whatever the words are for the magician, but they do it anyway because it's just the way that they do it. It's somebody who's focused and strong, and then with them, the magician card is that it changes in front of them because they're focused. And because they believe in themselves. Okay, this is a strong pile. I'm going to start summing this up. Their intentions towards you are run for the hills. You don't have to run for the hills. I'm joking there, because these feelings are strong. If you're not this way inclined, I would run for the hills, to be honest. This person's got strong intentions towards you. They're a confident person in the world. They can change reality in a way that may sound silly when I'm saying it, but I think their strength and their conviction with what they think actually does that naturally without you actually seeing it as something like Disney magical. They have a strong physical attraction towards you, and they're gonna act on it. This person feels like they found somebody they want to spend a lot of their life with. You both feel the same. With the Emperor and the Ten of Pentacles here behind, there's this person could be overwhelming at times. I think there's somebody who's got strong conviction with regards to not only what they want but who they are too. The Three of Cups and the High Priestess at the end has what I would say, to me, inside me, and I don't know if this is the, it feels like a, because of the strength of the pack with the Three of Cups and the High Priestess, has a, I'm going to say the word, I can't say it. I was going to, but I can't. There's a feeling here of a open sexuality, is what I'm going to put it that way, with regards to your person, which you may get pulled into because you're the daughter of fire and they're the lovers. You've got to be able to, if it doesn't suit you, to say stop. This person doesn't feel like they push anything on you whatsoever, but there's a feeling here of stretching boundaries with regards to sexuality and love, that if you are finding your feet in that area, that you may need to have breathers or come out or know your boundaries in this feeling here. And I have friends who have gone through these situations with boyfriends who are more sexual or more, I feel that you're playful and I think you want to get stuck in here, but who are more sexual, older, more interested in sexuality and experimentation. And you may be, but you may be at the beginning of getting stuck into it, and this person may have experienced more of it. I mean, that card, it is like voodoo love up. That is a feeling I get from this. Oh my gosh, this may be too much for anybody, but there's a strong feeling in this. The Three of Cups and the High Priestess is like slippery falling into a threesome. But I'm not saying that is so. It's a feeling. It's a feeling that this person could be very open with regards to their sexuality, not have boundaries, and you're intrigued by this. There is a feeling that this person is incredibly attracted to you, finds you, what I would say, it is like Catherine Heathcliff running away on horses wild on the moors, and you could get pulled along with this. There aren't any warning stop signs for you in this, but just be aware, I would say, with the High Priestess and the Three of Cups here, that, well, just be strong. It feels like you're both strong, but just be strong with regards to what you want to accept from this. But I don't think you've got the reins pulled on either in this relationship. This is something else. Don't often get reads like this. I'm going to leave that there. Do you want me to sum up what their intentions are towards you? To push boundaries, to very sexual, very passionate, very open to anything, moving forward, enjoying life, seeing you as a similar nature, and running away with it in a way that you need to be aware of when to say stop if it feels like it's outside your comfort zone, because I don't often have readings like this, and this one really is a what those, you know, have your magic word when you've had enough type of feeling. Oh my gosh, I don't know if that's going to apply to many, but that is strong, pile. I'm going to leave that there. Pile number 3 and the High Priestess. Thank you very much for spending time with me. Bye. Pile number 3, I'm back because I got so taken away with your pile. I forgot to actually sum up their intentions towards you. And to me, this is, they feel like they found a partner in crime, that they're going to have fun, it's going to be passionate, and they want more of it. So this person definitely wants to have a partner in crime, but it feels exciting and it feels like it's somebody you both shake each other awake in some way. So that's a pile I don't get very often, so it was great for me to see it. I can say thank you then. Thank you, bye.